Absolutely. And to be clear, I'm definitely going to paint in broad brushstrokes here. That it is not the case that all East Coast investors think alike.
We'll give you some artistic
investors think alike. There's certainly plenty of variation, but in broad strokes, there is a bit of a division in terms of there being two different blueprints for how to start a biotech company. And I'm going to call them the East Coast School of Thought and the West Coast School of Thought. I don't know that they really have official names. That's what I'll use here. And roughly speaking, the East Coast School of Thought is biotech companies should be started and run by experienced managers that have done it before. And when scientists have a promising idea, they should bring in an experienced management team and a CEO early to run the company and commercialize their discovery. The West Coast School is that the scientists that came up with the initial concept are the best people to commercialize their work. Maybe not forever, like maybe not for 20 years, but for the first many years of the company at least. And they should run their own companies and hire executives to fill in gaps in their expertise and experience. And those two different schools of thought really lead to very different company paths from the standpoint of the scientific founders of the company, and very different paths in terms of who companies raise money from. And having seen companies with both paths, like my honest take is that I definitely believe that both blueprints can work. Both blueprints have definitely led to many billion-dollar companies. But I'm particularly excited by the West Coast model because it's fundamentally sort of a newer model. The East Coast model was dominant for a really long time, and I see the West Coast model as sort of the disruptor to that, showing that there is an alternate path for scientific founders who don't want to just give their idea to other people to run with, who really want to build and run companies themselves, that it actually is possible to do that.